Breaking news in the Middle East. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 100 people are dead and hundreds injured after Israeli forces allegedly opened fire on Palestinians waiting for food aid. This comes as the ministry says more than 30,000 people have been killed since the start of the war. Foreign correspondent Tom Sufi-Burge is live in Jerusalem with the latest. Tom, the IDF says this incident is under review. So what do we know so far?
Hi, Dan. Yes, look, this is an incident that happened in Gaza City this morning. We know that the security IDF troops were on the ground at that moment. Aid trucks were moving into that area. And remember, we're talking about a really desperate situation on the ground. There's a real need for food in that area. So the crowd there of people, civilians waiting, was clearly desperate. As the trucks moved in, at some point, we're told by Israeli security officials, IDF troops on the ground did open fire at the crowd. Now, they claim, Israeli security officials, that the crowd moved towards those IDF troops in an aggressive way. That's what they claim. What's now being investigated and what is not clear at this point in time is at what point did those IDF troops open fire and to what extent Israeli bullets in that instant killed those people. Now, to what proportion of the 100 people or so were killed in that instant were killed by Israeli fire? It's clearly a very ugly incident, just as the death toll in Gaza goes beyond 30,000, a grim marker. But once again, Israeli officials are facing very, very tough questions about the death of civilians inside the Gaza Strip.
Tom, the director of the World Health Organization also posted on X about the death toll in Gaza, saying a large majority of those killed are women and children, and called for the violence to end. So where do these ceasefire and hostage negotiations stand?
We've had a lot of briefing, Diane. There are signs of positive steps. We're getting a lot more detail now about the type of things that Hamas and the Israelis are negotiating over. For example, certain categories of Israeli hostages, for example, female soldiers. Hamas deems those to be more valuable, if you like. Therefore, it's demanding a higher price of Palestinian prisoner, potentially prisoners who have been convicted of serious terrorism offences. So that is one of the kind of complicated topics at the moment. Another very complicated topic is what would happen to Israeli troops if there were to be a ceasefire. You know, there's a framework in place which Israel has agreed to for a 6-week ceasefire, but what would happen to those Israeli troops? Hamas would like them out of the Gaza Strip altogether. Israel's not willing to go there. Israel is saying that they could be redeployed within the Gaza Strip. What does that mean? Exactly where would they end up? And that is one of the potential stumbling blocks right now. It's why, at the moment, the two sides still seem far apart. And, of course, we've got that unofficial deadline of the beginning of Ramadan. That's a week on Sunday evening. And that is when all sides, including the US, are really pushing for a deal to potentially kind of calm things down just as we move into the holy month of Ramadan for Muslims around the world. Diane?
All right. Foreign correspondent Tom Sufi-Burge in Jerusalem. Tom, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.